Our Sane will be here any second.
Hi, I'm over here. You see me? Hi. Hi. Excuse me.
On this show, if you haven't been here before, we go over the car show and cruise ins. Okay, we go over the car shows and the cruise ins on our events calendar to help support the charities that they support, get them more traffic for the children's and the veterans charities.
Horses Shop's #1 as usual.
Yes, he is. He's pretty consistently #1. Johnny on the spot. Early bird. We're very proud of Horses Shop. Camaro time is here. Gregory Salvatore is here. Bub's a vacation. We're just filling up with a lot of great hashtag Insane Friends.
I can't even get into my computer.
Okay, so once we've done that and we've shouted out the calendar of events, then we shout out the hashtag Insane Friends calendar to let you know where all the great lives are, the live streams are. There's somebody living every day on behalf of the hashtag and with hashtag Insane Friends in there right now. Hello, Uzolu Garage. So it is a co-op calendar to help other channels grow. Then we get to have fun with some trivia and some announcements for the community. And the winners of the trivia questions get their channel put up on the screen.
I always give the right answer and I forget put on the screen.
Carol Sane channel, if you want to check it out. She's got a great channel. Kid, like most all our hashtag Insane Friends, kid-friendly content. Hers is especially kid-friendly. She likes to read the books and show the plants and stuff like that. We're mostly automotive and dirty hands type material here. Anybody that builds things, creates things, repairs things, even from automotive repair all the way to cooking. And we've even got guys that come in here that are really great at computer repair, which is becoming increasingly necessary in automotive repair and going to be even more necessary. But they don't repair those kind of computers. They kind of repair the kind of computers we're on right now. So you can only win once. When we get to the trivia, you can only win once. So once you've won and had your channel per show, so once you've won and had your channel put up on the screen, please make room for somebody else. You can only win once. When we get to the trivia,
what's going on here? I can't stop it.
Okay, on our events calendar, we had One Wheel E on here last Wednesday on our Wednesday night live, which is also at 7:30. And then Thursday night we owe Straight Six Fan an apology. We've got a big announcement tonight, a couple of big announcements tonight. We're going to get to that, but that's one of the reasons why we just totally forgot, and we were supposed to go on there and be a guest on their live stream, and we didn't, and I'm sorry about that. I totally admit that we just completely forgot, and we'll get to that in a minute why that happened. On next Wednesday night, we're going to have Streetcar Life as our guest. You'll get to hear all about them and what they do, and it has to do with cars, believe me. Well, the Streetcar Life.
More cars, and more cars.
And 22nd, everybody go to Camaro Time's channel and tell his wife happy birthday on the 22nd of February. Now, our first big announcement on March the 6th, Muscle Car Appraisal will be on the hashtag Insane Friends live calendar, and they will be live right after us at 9 p.m. just like Gregory Salvatore is live right after us tonight at 9 p.m.
Yay!
So every night on Sunday nights, you can hang out here, and from 7:30 till close to 9, 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then go over to Gregory Salvatore's on Wednesday nights. You can 7:30 to 9 o'clock, and then go straight over to Muscle Car Appraisal's channel and learn more about cars. Saturday, there is the Riverside Spring Meet from 12 noon till 5 p.m. at the First Tennessee Pavilion. You may have seen some of the footage of this event on our channel from last year.
Hey, how you doing?
If not, it's still on there. In April, Saturday, April the 6th, is Bo's Extravaganza. That's Bo Duke 40th birthday extravaganza. It's 40th birthday of the TV show. And that's in Holden, Louisiana on the 6th of April. There will be a line of General Lee's. There will be jumping. There will be sliding across the hood contests, those sort of things. Lots of automotive events.
I wonder if John Schneider's going to slide across the hood.
Actually, he is. And John Schneider is going to, for the first time in history, he is going to actually be in the driver's seat and jump the General Lee. He's never actually done that. And he will be doing that on the 6th of April in Louisiana. Next is on April the 27th. There are 2 events, depending on which direction you want to go. If you're in the North Georgia area and you want to go north, there's Bugapalooza from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. on Sunday. It's an all-weekend event at Camp Jordan Arena in Eastridge, Tennessee. If you want to see what that event is like, again, we have video of the last year's Bugapalooza. Huge event, very fun, lots of family-friendly events coming out, and they had raised over $10,000 for the Ronald McDonald House for the families of sick children to be able to have a place to stay while their children get treatment. That's what the Ronald McDonald House does. Now, on the same day, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Kennesaw, the Kennesaw Mountain Shrine is having a car show and gospel singing that's being put on by John Foster and Patricia. I don't know Patricia's last name, but she contacts me through Facebook. And that is at 1380 White Circle, Northwest Marietta. And if you want to see what a Shriner show is like, we've got coverage of that on our channel as well. We had a really nice Shriner show right down the street here near the end of the year last year. Oh, Car Auto Guy, hey! Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize. Our second big announcement, we might as well go ahead and tell that. We did finally get a lease signed by a tenant in our building, and it is the biggest space in the building. And we were totally distracted by that.
And Valentine's Day.
Yes, there was Valentine's Day too, but definitely mostly the thing with the getting a tenant in the building, which was a long time coming. And we actually ended up getting the signature and everything on Friday, but we were in the thick of back and forth communicating with 3 different prospective tenants at the same time. We finally made a decision, settled on one. We met with them on Friday. All the papers are signed. First and last month's rent is there. We're going to be moving stuff like crazy for the next couple of weeks. It's going to get better on our channel because of this, but it's going to get worse first. A lot of things get worse before they get better. And what I mean by worse is that not on our lives. It's not going to affect our live streams or our shouting out to everybody with the hashtag Insanefriends live calendar. and supporting people by shouting out all the events and stuff. We're still going to be able to do that. But as far as making our standalone videos, our repair videos, and our show car videos and stuff like that, we're just not going to be able to do as much as that until we get all the stuff moved out of that space in the building and down here and set up. So we got to make sure that getting that tenant in that space and keeping them happy is a priority.
I personally do want to apologize for not living up to our commitment, old car guy.
Yep, very sorry. Apologize to you, old car guy, and to Straight Six Fan. Sorry we couldn't be there, and sorry I didn't even say anything to you. I totally forgot about it. We were so caught up in that, I completely forgot about it. So if you want to reschedule sometime after this next 2 weeks, we're going to be totally, terribly busy and terribly tired, moving lots of equipment and tools and inventory and all that. I'm going to be dragging in here, just dying, and barely get a shower and just pass out in the bed every night for a few nights, for a couple of weeks actually. Except for our Wednesday night live and our Sunday night live. We will be here for that, come hell or high water, and there will be high water because now that we're doing all this moving and stuff.
With all of this rain and
yep.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, poor old Chopper's Rule 1. He lost his truck to all the rain and flash flooding and stuff down there. And now we're getting it again, too.
Dorito!
Hey, Dorito, what's happening? So that is the events calendar as far as we go with the events calendar today. We still have the car of the month is the 74 Volkswagen Carmen Ghia. Now for the hashtag Insanefriends live calendar.
Oh no!
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Remember, cooperation is much more profitable than competition. That's why we do the hashtag Insanefriends live calendar, so that nobody lives on top of each other. That gets rid of all the competition. We're not competing for times. We're not competing for audience. We are cooperating and shouting out each other's. This is the second rule of the calendar. Shout out everybody's name on the live, so that they get more traffic to their live streams. And when you go to their live streams, you get to meet more people. And of course, we're right here on Sunday, Sane Sunday Live from 7:30 to 9. Right after us is Gregory Salvatore at 9 p.m. Mondays is One Wheel E at 9 p.m. Tuesdays it's Bubsification at 9 p.m. Wednesday is hashtag Insanefriends, the original show.
No.
Still on at Wednesday nights at 7:30.
No.
That show's been running for about a year now, and I'm going to have to look at the calendar and see what our 1 year anniversary is for that show, because it's going to
do we get to
come
take
in
the
soon.
night off?
No, we will have an anniversary show that night.
Oh,
now, new for the calendar, muscle car appraisals at 9 p.m. on Wednesday nights. Now, I have to preface this with their show doesn't actually start until, don't be looking for them next Wednesday night. March the 6th is going to be their first show. March the 6th is going to be their first show on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. right after us. On Thursdays, you have Dorito and Lucha Cabra, 9:30. Always a fun show. Always exciting. And then followed by Easy 2 tips, tricks, etc., etc. That is
that's informative.
Ken out of California. Yes, it is very informative. And he was not live for the last couple of weeks. I did get in touch with him and find out why. We talked it out and everything. He's back on the calendar. He's already been live again last Thursday. Lots of people showed up that were all missing him. And so he's back and going to be back again on Thursday nights. And he is shouting out everybody on the calendar. Friday nights is Horse's Shop at 8:30.
How you doing?
And hey, Fab, what's going on? And then Saturday, Chopper's Rule 1 at 6:30 p.m. Like I said, he did lose his truck to the flooding, but he did have insurance, and they are going to pay for the truck. So he's looking for another truck now, but he's got, you know, lots to do, but he's still living. Fab Automotive Detailing at 9 p.m. on Saturday nights.
He had to end his live abruptly last night because he got trolled.
Oh, no.
That's wrong.
We've been so lucky that hardly ever happens on any of our
And we got like a half a dozen moderators.
Very good moderators
in here, and they just jump on it.
Yep, absolutely. That's another great advantage to having the hashtag Insane Friends and the Insane Friends live calendar is everybody that has a live on the calendar. They're really great people and stuff. You know, we've had our things and we've ironed them out. Some people have come and some people have gone.
Kids.
Oh, that's awful. That's uncalled for.
That is way too uncalled for.
Yep.
Especially at sweet little Ashland.
They make themselves look terrible when they do that. Fab says his moderators did great. There were just too many to keep up with. Oh, you got gang trolled.
Wow.
Where a whole bunch of them show up at once. Yeah, they were probably little kids themselves when they usually do that. And they do it that way. So on this tonight, our trivia is going to be number 1. What we got in the chat?
Old car guy said that we forgot about Car Guy and Six Fan on Thursdays.
Oh my gosh. What? Yeah, we need to talk. What time are you going on Thursdays? What time do you usually go on Thursdays? Because we never. Yeah, we did discuss that, and I had it written down somewhere. Eastern Standard Time is what I'm looking for, because everything on the calendar is Eastern Standard. I think you're Central Time, 8 o'clock Central Time, and 7. Yeah, 7 Central. And now it alternates between Old Car Auto Guys channel and Straight Six Fans channel. I'm writing it down on the calendar before I get a chance to forget. And on Uzo Lou has been really great about supporting the live stream calendar. I want to give some kudos to Uzo Lou because he's been putting everyone on the live stream calendar in the description of his videos to help y'all get more traffic to your live streams. So everybody go at least give him a full watch on something and give him a comment showing some appreciation for him supporting in that way.
Okay.
Because nobody even asked him to do that. He came up with that on his own. And
5 p.m.
Gregory Salvatore does that too. He's got everybody's name and when they live in the description of his video.
Eastern.
Oh, he's 7 Central. It's 8 p.m. in Eastern that he is.
Okay.
And they're not live on top of Dorito and Lucha Cabra because I think they only go like 30 minutes. which gives them
plenty of time.
An hour before Dorito and Lucha Cabra comes on. So they could live even longer and still not interfere with Dorito and Lucha Cabra's live. And everybody, whether you own the live calendar or not, you want to get more traffic to your videos, you want to get more traffic to your live, you're perfectly welcome to go to the Saneauto Facebook page and make a post, put a link to your video, your YouTube video in the post. I don't mind. I try to get traffic to that. Most of the people that go to that channel are looking for automotive content. So you'll get more traffic if it's automotive content, but if it's outdoor stuff, we have a lot of following with outdoor stuff, fishing channels, anything that's get your hands dirty kind of stuff, woodworking, even cooking and computer repair, because we're all using computers. We all need to know how to do things like that, upgrades, computer repairs every once in a while. Most of the employees that I had in the shop they couldn't wait to leave on Friday to go fishing. I mean, so outdoors channels, everything like that does really well in the hashtag Insanefriends and on the Saneauto channel. We also have a Sane Enterprises channel if you're into making your channel grow, making money online. You want to know things about sales, management, all that kind of stuff, how we make money. It's on the Sane Enterprises channel. Because that's not car content, we try not to put it on our Saneauto channel.
That's him. I can have my soda if I want it. I drink soda in the middle of the night. I wake up and I go get a soda.
And she goes right back to sleep. I don't know how she does it, but I can't. This is all I get after 6 o'clock.
You know why?
I can't handle any caffeine. I can't have chocolate, nothing, or I'm just like staring at the inside of my eyelids for hours.
You see this right here?
And then I have nightmares, and that sometimes I have nightmares anyway.
You see that right there?
Yeah.
That's where my pillow is, and that makes me go to sleep. Right there.
Yep.
That's my pillow.
Okay. So I'll take a new picture of it and put it on the Saneauto page sometime tomorrow. We've been busting butt today, moving a lot of stuff around in the building down here. The vans, the box trucks, all that stuff, trying to make room for.
If you want to bake brownies on your first show, that would be awesome.
You go right ahead.
Knock yourself out.
It seems to me like what we've gravitated towards and what is it? What is the word I'm looking for? Attracted the most of in an audience is anybody that creates something with their hands or repairs things, and which is fine with me.
Today I made this big old pot roast for dinner, and it was delicious. Now I thought about putting that on my Facebook, on my.
Where's the shop? Always seem to do stuff about food. Well, you know, yeah. Now, if we get more of the cooking channels that follow our channels to show up for the live, that wouldn't be a bad thing, anyway. Because
maybe we'll get some new recipes.
Yep. I know a few of you have been cooking something while we were living.
Yeah, we had some good steaks last night. What did we have? No, that was Friday, wasn't it?
We not only had some good steaks Friday. See, we've been, yeah, when we got the first and last month's rent for the largest space that we got, and it would seem like a lot of money, but we've got a lot of things to do. including property taxes and stuff to do with that money. So we're trying to be really good stewards of that money. So instead of going out, and we already don't smoke or drink or anything that costs any kind of money, anything that doesn't make money, save money, or improve our health or living conditions or those that are around us. We just don't waste any time or money on it. So we're trying to be very careful and very responsible with every dime and nickel to get back on top again, and to set a good example for, especially for those that follow us on Sane Enterprises channel, of how to grow and maintain a business and make it profitable. But to that end, instead of going out to a steak house or something like that and celebrate, we went to the Walmart like we usually do. But this time, instead, we got a nice big steak and we cooked it at home. We ended up with a bigger, better steak for a lot less money and a lot better fixings, and it tastes better too, for a fraction of what we would have spent going out to dinner. So we put most and all that money back into the building and the moving and all that kind of stuff, so that we keep our tenant happy and they don't go anywhere. Okay, see you later, Fab. Fab is, like we mentioned before, Fab is on Saturday nights at 9 p.m. after Choppers Rule 1. Now, what we do is we ask the trivia questions, and then y'all try to answer them. First one to get the answer right goes up on your channel, goes up on screen share. We were putting your videos up there too. And as everyone told you, your voice sounds like Jody's of welding tips and tricks. I don't know. I have to check out Jody of welding tips and tricks. I could probably use some welding tips and tricks. I've been welding all these years, and I'm sure I'm doing it all wrong. Now, first question is, on this day in 1972, what car surpassed the Model T and became the most produced car in history? And the hint is, it's not a Lada Riva. It's not that Russian car, the Lada.
I had one of them. I had two of them.
The Lada?
Yeah.
While you were in South America?
And a coupe. Both rode like buggies. Horse and buggies. Bouncy and the worst car ride you ever been in.
ASAP Fishing is here. Good to see you here in the chat. Oh, look at Gregory Salvatore right there on it. Nailed it. Yes, it is the Volkswagen Beetle, the most produced car in history in 1972. I don't remember how many millions, but it was in the millions. And it surpassed.
Well, that's what Volkswagen is. It's the car of the folks.
Mm-hmm. It certainly is. So Gregory Salvatore goes up on screen share for at least a couple of minutes while we go over the next question. And if you, the rules always are, if you've already won, then please don't answer the next question, because we want to let somebody else win. And If we manage to make it through 5 different questions during the show, we want to try to have 5 different winners, and 5 different people get a chance to have their channel up on the screen share. Let me switch to screen share because I have Gregory Salvatore's awesome channel up here.
Oh,
Nope, that's the wrong
no.
thing. Close that.
Don't do that. Oh, yeah, I don't like that happens.
There, look, there is an infinite number of Gregory Salvatore's channels on the screen.
Whoa.
There you go. If you're new to the hashtag Insanefriends, he is live right after we are every Sunday at 9 p.m. Very consistent. What we got? Oh, there's a little lag there. That's not going to change right away. What you're seeing is, see, okay. Now, if you haven't yet supported Gregory Salvatore's channel, please do. He's at 927. He's getting so close to 1,000. And he's been doing such a great job on his videos and his thumbnails and his lives and everything else. Trying really hard. There's a new video going up 2 days from now at 6 p.m. Want to see that? Make a note of that. We did have a really good discussion about the newer laws on the exhaust noise and the window tint on their last live. Our next question.
No!
Whoops. Let me do that.
That's scary.
Now, I can't see the chat while I've got y'all on screen share, so I'll be looking over here every once in a while.
Saneauto, I think it was 22 million that sold the Volkswagen Bug.
I don't know, but that sounds right because it was a huge number, Horse's shop. It really was. It's a bunch of cars. Number 2, Henry Leland. He founded Lincoln and Cadillac.
And next week is Gregory Salvatore's 1st year anniversary of Sunday night live streams.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I wonder if it's ours as well.
Came and gone.
Yeah, we might have missed our 1-year anniversary.
Yeah.
We might be having our 1-year anniversary right now.
Wow.
Don't know it. I'd have to look back over there.
We just kept going.
Well, in case y'all are new to our channel, we do live up to our name. We are insane sometimes, and we miss things every once in a while. So bear with us. So, Mr. Henry Leland, he founded Lincoln and Cadillac long before either were sold to GM and Ford. But the question is, what industry did he work in before automotive? Before he got into the automotive industry.
Airplanes.
He worked in a very large, lucrative
He had a laundry
industry, both then and now. Most of us have these products in our home right now. We certainly have several of our own.
Furniture. Washing machines. No, we only got one of those. Give me another hint.
Actually, we have another washing machine there at the building we got to move and get it out of there. We've got a lot of stuff to move over the next week. A lot of stuff. I listed a whole bunch of it. Well, I've already had a whole bunch of it for sale, but I listed a whole bunch more of it for sale this weekend on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, even eBay. Because the more of it I sell, the less of it we have to move.
First of your lives that Camaro Time could find was on the 11th.
February the 11th, 2018.
Yeah, came and went.
So our anniversary may have come and gone.
It has.
Well, unless that was one of our Sunday lives or something. I don't know which one of our Wednesday night lives, the hashtag Insanefriends show, was the first one. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's already came and gone, because year goes by pretty quickly. And most of us have been together into this YouTube thing for over a year now, because a lot of us met late in January. Some of us had already met before then, when we knew the requirements were coming. And some of us, like ourselves, were monetized and didn't want to lose our monetization. Others weren't monetized yet and were trying to get monetized. And then they altered the deal. YouTube altered the deal and upped the ante. And so we all started talking and hanging out together a lot and figuring out what to do about it.
Back to the questions.
Yeah, Henry Leland. He founded Lincoln and Cadillac.
But what did he do
long before GM and
that?
Ford had them? He's the one that sold them to GM and Ford. He did not found these companies at the same time. Founded one and then the other. Sold them both. Sold Cadillac to GM, of course. Sold Lincoln to Ford. But what industry did he work in before the automotive industry? What was he doing before automotive? Any guesses?
I gave you a bunch of guesses. Nobody else.
And Camaro Time, you're right. I think it's about time for them to do it again. They'll probably stab us in the back again and increase the. I've been thinking all this time that if we don't get to 10K, that's going to be the new bar that they set, and we're going to be scrambling to reach it. So, you know, a lot of us have been trying real hard to build on that 1K as much as we possibly can. And that's one of the reasons why I did the thing, came up with the thing with the hashtag Insanefriends live calendar, is because we all need to increase, not just our channel or our channels, not just our Saneauto and our Sane Enterprises and Carol Sane's channel, but all our channels. Really, we got to increase as much as we possibly can, as quickly as we possibly can, so that we can head off the next shenanigans that YouTube comes up with to make it even harder for us. If we can get ahead of the curve, then we'll be okay. All right, any guesses of what industry Mr. Leland was involved in? Mr. Henry Leland.
2, 3. No, nobody guessing.
To get your channel up on screen share. What did he work on?
Horse's shop says he has nothing.
Okay, we need a hint. Everybody need a hint. It is
Gun manufacturing.
Who said that?
Camaro
time.
of course.
Woohoo! Woo! Yes, he was in the firearms industry. For bonus, does anybody know which company he worked for in the firearms industry?
Remington.
Was not Remington.
Colt.
It was Colt. It was Colt. Worked for Colt. You haven't seen Camaro Time's new series on all the different generations of the Camaros, then you are missing out. Missing out. Need to check that out. And it's becoming a consistent theme here lately on Mondays at 7 o'clock. There is going to be a premiere of the 5th generation Camaros video.
Yay!
On 2/18 at 7 p.m. That's another growth hack too, if y'all haven't heard of that yet, which you probably, if you're in this group, you have. If you're new to this group, you may not have. But not just having great content, not just having this, you'll notice his thumbnail has everything to do with the video that it's showcasing. So no matter how great that thumbnail looks, it is not clickbait because it is very consistent with the content of the video. So where you'd want to avoid clickbait, which is making a very good thumbnail, but then the video is not the same as the thumbnail, you do want to make a very flashy thumbnail that is consistent with your content and make good content, and you can grow very quickly like Camaro Time. And if you want to know how he does so well on his editing, he tells you he's made videos on that as well. He uses DaVinci software. He tells you that too. He's got me using DaVinci software, and my videos have improved because of it. There is a learning curve, but he has videos telling you how. Yep. And one of the things that has helped me.
And he is so awesome that if you have a specific problem and you ask, he just may help you with a video.
Yep. Or tell you which video he's already covered that in so that you can go watch that video. One of the tricks I've learned that's helped me, because I've turned out to be such a slow learner on the new editing software. It's been very difficult for me for some reason to bash that stuff into my head. One of the things that I found that helped me improve my learning of the DaVinci software is that I've made a couple of videos telling how to do certain things on the DaVinci software, and that's forced me to learn it better. This is one of the tricks we used in martial arts. You know, everybody was had the responsibility of teaching the belt level below them everything they had recently learned, and it forces you to learn it better when you have to teach it.
How you doing? Later, straight six fan. Have a good week.
Camaro Time's videos on DaVinci's are better than mine, so if you want to learn, better off learning from him. And my DaVinci videos are not on Saneauto channel, they're on the Sane Enterprises channel, because I only put car stuff on the Saneauto channel because I have a lot of like sales content, management content, stuff like that on the Sane Enterprises channel. I do some reviews of some electronic stuff that I use in the office, that I purchase and actually use, and I review it. I do some unboxings of that kind of stuff. I do all that kind of stuff on the Sane Enterprises channel.
Oh, I got sleepy.
Now the next question, if you want to be on screen share, is the Plymouth Prowler. This started production in 1997. Now, I know this thing was under development for a few years before that, but it officially started production in 1997, the Plymouth Prowler. By 2001, it had become the Chrysler Prowler because Chrysler owned the Plymouth mark and they just did away with it. For various reasons, they just dropped the Plymouth mark. And it became the Chrysler Prowler. The question is, what was the last year that the Prowler was produced? What was the last year the Prowler was produced?
I don't know. I don't even know what it looks like.
Camaro time is right. I also now know what B75 is. All his great information in the Camaro videos. I had, and all this time building transmissions and stuff, and I know it's not really a transmission thing, but it is a car thing. And
Nacho Dad's Garage says 2001.
Nacho Dad's Garage. Ding, 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 ding. Very good. Very good. You are a winner. Nacho Dad's Garage. It is 2001 was the very last year of the Plymouth Prowler. Or the Chrysler Prowler as it was by then. The last couple of years it was the Chrysler Prowler.
And Gregory Salvatore says he thought it was 2002.
What did I say?
2001.
Oh, you're right. It was. So I was wrong. 2001 was when it became Chrysler Prowler.
Okay.
What is wrong with my brain? I've got it written down right here. And so Gregory Salvatore was right. It's 2002. Well, I've done messed it all up now and give away the 2002. So we're going to put Nacho Dad's up here anyway. And we'll have another question. But we all stand corrected. Thank you, Gregory Salvatore. Straightening us out there. It was 2002.
Playing and more RPMs. Awesome to see you, dude. What's up?
Speaking of computer experts being in our hashtag Insanefriends, like I said, it is a community full of people who build and repair and fix things. It doesn't have to be cars. Well, and like Nacho Dad's,
I fix food.
You can see here lots of dune buggies, small engine stuff.
I fix food.
Mud mowers.
I fix food.
Like Bub's Vacation and One Wheel E, they're into the small engine stuff. And the go-karts and all that kind of stuff. And we've got fishing guys and cooks and computer repair guys.
I fix insurance.
You sure do fix insurance, don't you?
I fixed 12 insurances on Friday.
Yeah, that's a new record too. Not just a new record for her, because she's already got all the new records above everybody else.
In the office.
In the office,
and
in town. Yeah, in the city. her records beat the records of whole teams that compete against her. And then she broke her own record again this Friday.
I'm trying to keep
12
it
items
quiet
in a day.
because when I break a record like that, my boss
the bar gets
makes
raised.
it the daily goal. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to sell 12 items
Break your own record
in a day,
every day.
Every day.
I'll hang on to our fourth and final question for a couple of minutes while Nacho Dad's Garage gets some screen time. Everybody in the chat.
New cordless drill. He says it's nothing fancy, but he finally got one.
Well, that's good. Something else Reviewing, Playing, and More got recently, which is very interesting. And it's going to have something to do with our, if I can get everything done with the buildings, get settled down and get back to making standalone videos and stuff again. One of the videos I'd like to make if I have time before the deadline is up, Chopper's Rule 1 has a build contest going on. And I think mine is going to be, if I'm able to do it in time, inspired by Reviewing, Playing, and More RPM, because I already have my eyes set on some scrap that I had here. And some of it I think I can make my own very heavy duty Lazy Susan. And I got that idea from Reviewing, Playing, and More. He bought one off of Amazon, which he has a link in the description of his video for it, and is a great idea because now the computers that he's working on and everything, when he's trying to show you things about the computers, he can have them on that Lazy Susan and just spin it around during the video so you can get a better look at what he's doing and get different angles without ever even moving the camera. And you don't have any of that camera shake or any of that kind of stuff. You don't have to worry about the autofocus going crazy or nothing, because it's right there at the same distance from the camera consistently, and it just turns on the Lazy Susan. And I thought that's a great idea. So for a couple of reasons, I want to build my own. I could just buy the thing, which I may end up ordering one later on, but because Chopper's Rule 1 is having that build off for his channel, I would like to build one out of stuff that I've got, and so see if I can make one that's like really heavy duty, because some of the stuff that I would put on it is like really heavy parts and stuff. So I'm not sure a store-bought Lazy Susan would hold up to that. Yep, and Carol is reminding me that we are running out of time here, so I am going to ask the last question. And the last question, Camaro Time's already won, so I don't have to tell him not to answer this. And a couple of you other guys know the answer to this right off the bat. But if you haven't already won, your screen's not up right now. The question is, who was it recently hit 3,000 in our hashtag Insanefriends? 3,000 subscribers on their channel. Little hashtag, a little community trivia here.
I don't know who that was. Do you know who that was? And Uzolu says CT.
Yes, Uzolu, you are right. Uzolu. Uzolu is going up on the screen. Uzolu's Garage. Uzolu has really good video coverage
Isn't that a pretty
of the car
car?
scene in Detroit, Michigan, of all places.
That is a nice
So,
color.
if you're like most people and you dream of going to some of the events in Detroit, Michigan, but you, for whatever reason, can't get out there to go see them, well, you don't have to, when you can just go on Uzolu Garage's page and see them there. The same logic applies to Camaro Times channel. If you want to see what's going on in the car scene in North Carolina, you see lots of coverage of car shows and cruise-ins and stuff and vehicles in North Carolina on Camaro Times channel. We, of course, do Dalton and the area between, and Chattanooga, and the area between Chattanooga and Atlanta. Sometimes we get out as far as Gatlinburg. And last year we went as far south as Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. And we covered the World of Wheels both in Chattanooga and Birmingham. We purposely didn't go as far as Birmingham this year. We have so much video footage and that we still have a backlog of editing to do.
And a lot of falling through the cracks. We still catching up.
We would like to, between that and the building and the transmission parts business and the insurance business and everything, we would like to, what little time we have left for filming and doing videos, car videos, we'd like to concentrate on more local charitable events so we can help get more traffic to the children's and veterans charity car show events, and to get more exposure for these same kind of events that Camaro Time and Uzolu and a lot of you other guys cover are the very good family-friendly car events. And we like that, and we like doing the same thing because it lets people know out there that there are a lot of really good people in the car community that are doing a lot of really good things, and which we need that on YouTube and everywhere else, because there's a lot of people who don't care about what kind of damage they're doing by only showing the bad kind of shenanigans of a few people who are out there doing the wrong things with their cars. And they do that just purely because it gets lots of views. But it makes everybody look bad. So we want to shed a good light on a good group of people that are doing a lot of good things. And even if we don't get as many views, it's worth it.
Anyway, now it is time for self-promotion. What are we doing next week? What did we do last week?
By we mean on y'all's channels. We as a community, what's happening on your channels?
Anything new? Anything exciting?
I know Camaro Time's got a premiere happening Monday night at 7 o'clock for his newest Camaro Generations video. It's going to be the 5th Generations.
That's what's up.
When things settle down, that's one of the things I would like to do, is I would like to get back to doing the generations of the Corvettes and finish that up. I did the C1s, the C2s, and the C3s. I would like to do the C4 next. And if you don't mind, Uzolu, I would like to have some footage of your C4 and maybe some information about it to include in my C4 Corvettes video when I do it.
Camaro Time is now working on the 6th generation video.
Wow, that's going to be a good one. And they get better every time he does it too. I mean, he gets more and more informative, and better and better, because he does know an awful lot about editing, and he, if you can believe it, already the master of editing, and he's still learning and improving.
And
so you're not going to catch up with him.
And more RPM is thinking about doing a video on testing supposedly broken video graphics cards to see if they are or not.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
He did something about, I was watching one about installing the Windows 10 and problems with that. And I learned a couple of things about that, because I've had problems with when you put a new hard drive in, your hard drive dies, and you put a new hard drive in. And I usually get one that's a little bit bigger or better hard drive when that happens, and I replace it. But I've had problems before when I try to download the operating system, the operating system, because you have to reload your operating system after you change the hard drive. And I've run into problems with that. So it's nice to see videos like that, because we're all running. Vern Family Vlogs, hey, what's happening? Good to see you again. While we're self-promoting, which y'all need to be doing, let everybody know what new videos you've got coming up and everything. But at the same time, don't forget to support everyone in the chat, whether you're supporting them already or not. But if there's anybody in there that you're not already supporting, please connect with them and start supporting them too. Vice versa. And remember, support is not code for sub for sub. We don't do sub for sub. We do true support. We are community building.
Okay, Gregory, Salvatore, Felicia, Ann has a facial hair remover review coming up. And he has a how-to bottle wine coming this week. And, of course, the live stream tonight. Awesome.
What's new on Vern Vlogs? Vern Family Vlogs channel. Go ahead and self-promote. This is the time to self-promote right now. We'd like to know what's going on your channel. Can people check out? It's good to see you back here again. Haven't seen you in a while. We met Vern Vlogs through the I Am a Creator community, another great community. Been around for well over a year now. We just celebrated the year anniversary. As is our anniversary for the hashtag Insanefriends group, which we formed soon after that. Getting involved with the I Am a Creator group. It's been all been good to us.
Family Vlogs. Another great
community is the hashtag Mopar community. We have lots of great people in here from.
Vlog move for them.
Who's moving?
Vern Family Vlogs.
Brother, we know a lot about that right now. We're not moving our house. We're moving 6,800 square feet of shop, both shop equipment and tools and inventory, to our 3,000 square foot building down here.
Job in Kansas City, which is awesome.
All right. We're assuming that's a new, better job, is why we are saying it's awesome. And hey, Jump from work. Good to see you. And when you support somebody, make sure you watch. We were talking about this with some of the other members of the group the other day, and it was a great discussion and a great reminder. And I'd like to remind everybody again, keep it in the front of your mind that part of community, big difference between community building and sub for sub, is that the community building that we do in all these great communities like the hashtag Insanefriends, whether it be that or I Am a Creator group or Mopar community, support is not a code word for subscribe, although it does involve subscribing. It involves a full view of the first video you watch and every video thereafter. go back and revisit the channel, because you may not see the best video on the channel the first time you go to the channel. It may have much better stuff to offer. Hit the like button, all those things that you would want to have done on your channel when somebody visits your channel. Pay it forward, do that. But above all, do not do what Sub for Subbers do and subscribe and then leave, because short little watches like that kill the algorithm, the Google algorithm, which is watching the activity on your videos. It kills the promotion of your video, whereas full watches stimulate the algorithm to promote your video. So it's two opposite ends of the spectrum. That's one of the reasons why Sub for Sub just doesn't work. It ends up suppressing your channel, suppressing your videos. It does get you subscribers, but it doesn't get you any watch time. It doesn't get you a bunch of, well, it might get you some views, but it's not the views you want. It's the kind of views, those little short views will kill your video, and it'll just die and then not get promoted anymore. Whereas long watches, long views, like sometimes when we get on each other's channels and we haven't seen all the new videos and we start binge watching and trying to get caught up on what all these videos are, we watch a whole playlist or something like that to try to get reacquainted. Those long watches stimulate the algorithm to promote those videos, and they end up creating even more views. And this is the kind of stuff that people in true communities do for each other. Sub for Subbers don't do this kind of stuff. YouTube wants to get rid of Sub for Sub, and they want to have more community building. So let's give them what they want. It's in our best interest. You know, we're going to benefit from community building way more than you would from Sub for Sub. So that's what we do.
We need to get out of here. And
yep. We talk more about that kind of stuff, the channel growth and that kind of stuff on our Sane Enterprises page. That's the kind of videos we make. Of course, like I said before, with us getting a new tenant in the building in Chattanooga, and we're moving all that stuff out of the way to get it in their way, which is a wonderful thing. We're not complaining at all. We're so thankful and grateful that we've got another tenant in the building. But it is going to be a lot of work for us for a little while, so we won't have as many standalone videos, but we will still be here for our lives on Sunday and Wednesday at 7:30. We'll still be shouting out everyone on the hashtag Insanefriends live calendar, helping y'all get traffic to your lives and everything, and helping the community grow and all your channels grow. And we'll be back to doing as many videos as we can as soon as we can.
MPG, hi, how you doing?
Hey, Matt MPG. Matt MPG, another great channel that was on one of our Wednesday night hashtag Insanefriends shows, as was Camaro Time, Uzolu's Garage, a whole bunch of other great channels.
Gregory Salvatore.
Gregory Salvatore. Yep. They've all graced us with their presence on our hashtag Insanefriends and helped make that show a great success. Matter of fact, that is the show. Without you guys, it's not much of a show. It's just us talking to the camera, boring everybody half to death.
My sweetie cute.
But we appreciate you all being here and telling us what's going on with your channels. Thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with us.
We need to take it off a sweet chair. So
yep, I do. I do.
Say goodbye. Bye.
Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you again Wednesday night at 7:30 and again Sunday at 7:30. Right after this, run over to Gregory Salvatore's channel. He's in our hashtag Insanefriends live calendar. Right here, Gregory Salvatore at 9 p.m. Monday, be over at One Wheel E at 9 p.m. And Tuesday, Bubsification at 9 p.m. We'll be right back here at 7:30 for the hashtag Insanefriends show on Saneauto. And then Muscle Car Appraisal will be taking the 9 p.m. slot after us, but that his first show will be on March the 6th. And we will have Streetcar Life as a guest on Wednesday night. Now, also new on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is Straight 6 Channel and Old Car Auto Guy. They alternate. It's on one channel one week and one channel the next week. I'll get more information on that so that it will be a little bit less confusing. Then right after that is Dorito and Lucha Cabra. Always great show, 9:30, and followed by Easy 2 Tips, Tricks, etc., from 10:30 to 12. And Friday is Horses Shop at 8:30. And then Saturday is Chopper's Rule at 6:30, followed by Fab Automotive Detailing at 9 p.m.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Great to see you again. Till the next video, get off the couch and get dirty.
Clean hands. Clean hands. Everybody, clean hands.
Well, you don't want to be burnt, bruised, or bleeding?
I got bruises, see?
Yeah. And I got bleeding.
No, I don't want any more. I had enough.